Hey guys, what's good? It's Nat here, coming to you from beautiful Thailand. In this video, I want to tell my story of how I lost everything. So it all began during the COVID, the start of COVID, the lockdown essentially. I had lost my job and I needed to find a way to make money to survive essentially. I remember going to my brother's room. He was smoking through an electronic cigarette. He was smoking a vape. But I noticed he was high, and I said, what is that you're smoking? And he said, it's cannabis oil. And so I seen an opportunity to make money with cannabis oil, and so I did. I made around $150,000 with cannabis oil over the course of 4 to 5 months, in addition to crypto investments. I then decided to move to Turkey and start a hair transplant business, a health tourism business, which unfortunately did not work out, but I did learn a lot of lessons from that field business, which I can cover in another video. But where did it all go wrong? I believe that my actions were wrong. I shouldn't have been in that so-called business of cannabis oil, because it gave me bad karma, and so I had to repay that bad karma, and I did. And so if you keep listening and watching to the end of the video, I'll tell you how it happened. So I moved to Turkey, as I said, with my ex-girlfriend. We had started a business together, and I tried my best to make that business profitable, but it didn't work. I spent a lot of money on Google Ads. I spent a lot of money on the accountant, the lawyer, stuff like that. Getting the company registered in Turkey was complicated and cost a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on the website, SEO, doing all the blog posts myself, Instagram, but yeah, it didn't come to fruition. So the money was disappearing there on that side. My relationship was coming to an end because we just went our separate paths. I was starting to drink quite a lot. I was drinking, maybe 3 times a week, then 4 times a week, and then nearly every day. And then that's where it started to go really wrong. I was trading heavily, so I was making huge amounts of losses with trades, highly leveraged trades on Binance. So I think my highest loss at one time was like $40,000 in 30 minutes. I lost, and I have to say that most of the bad actions and decisions that I made were under the influence, or I was heavily affected by my emotions. So, as you all know, you should never trade emotionally, and definitely never trade when you're under the influence of alcohol. If you've been following my story, you know that I'm sober for almost a year now. The best decision that I've made, completely transformed my mindset, my health, my framework on how I look at life, my confidence. I have a very lovely relationship now. I live in Krabi, Thailand. And yeah, if you're watching this video, I highly suggest that you cut out all alcohol in your life and watch how you can transform your life entirely. So yeah, back to the story. I had made a lot of losses with the hair transplant business that had failed. With the crypto investments, I was trading instead of investing with leveraged trades. My relationship split up, and I was down to my last, say, $20,000. Uh, I then met this guy, unfortunately, who befriended me. He manipulated me and coerced me. I still take full responsibility for what had happened, but yeah, I ended up lending him a sum of around $10,000 over the course of 3 months. It started off as a small amount, $20, $50, then got more and more. We had planned to go into business together. I had seen opportunities in OnlyFans management, which I did do at a later stage. I ended up making not a huge amount, around 5 figures per month, $10,000 per month with OnlyFans management. But this was the first guy that I had partnered with in the OFM space. And yeah, he betrayed me. He said he would pay me back with this, and he was getting this money soon. And so yeah, I ended up losing the last of my money to that guy, and then obviously I wasn't making any income in Turkey, so I essentially ran out of all that money that I had amassed, $150,000, in the course of say 6 months, something like that. And yeah, my life was in a complete wreck. I had no other choice but to leave Turkey. There had also been high inflation in Turkey at the time, and the war had also started, so the cost of my rent had tripled, and I essentially had to leave the country. And I decided, if I'm going to leave, where is the best option to go? And I decided Thailand, and thankfully so. Now I'm living in Krabi, Thailand, which is, I have to say, the most beautiful place in all of Thailand. If you compare it to like Bangkok, Chiang Mai, down in the south is definitely where the nature is, right beside the beach. There's a lot of greenery. It is very hot, and the people may not be as friendly, but that's something that I'm willing to sacrifice. So there's a lot of lessons that I learned in that time when I was living in Turkey, when I'd lost everything. And if I can distill them down into a few pointers, first one would be obviously, alcohol. The majority of the bad decisions that I've made in my life have been under the influence of alcohol. So that would be my first one. Eliminate all alcohol completely from your life, and watch how you start to make better, more logical, and more ethical decisions with how you make money. Second would be, don't trust everyone, and this can be hard if you're someone who I guess, whenever I was dealing with cannabis oil, I still had good intentions. I At the time I thought it was okay. I wasn't doing anything extreme. Of course, I didn't want to harm anybody with it. I was just trying to make money because I was panicking. I'd lost my job. So I still believe I'm a good person at heart. I want the best for everyone, and that's why I've decided to become a mindset coach ultimately, to help other men, other women essentially upgrade their mindset, become a better person, become more happy, more well-rounded. So yeah, not everyone in life is going to be like you. There's going to be people out there who are psychopaths, people out there who are Machiavellian, who want to manipulate you. So you need to be very careful with who you deal with, and especially who you have as a business partner. So first of all, no alcohol. Second of all, be very wary of who you deal business with. Third, don't lend money to anyone under any circumstances, unless it's family and you know that they can pay you back and they have a good record of paying you back. This should be like your close family, and ensure that it's not going to ruin the relationship with your family, because family is way more important than money. And money can change people, unfortunately. Well, they say money doesn't change you, it just amplifies your character, and I guess that's true to some extent. Another lesson was that money isn't everything. When I had that $150,000, I wasn't happy. I was still drinking every day. Okay, I was in decent shape. I've always been in good shape, but I wasn't eating the best. I just wasn't happy, and I was always searching for more. I was thinking, oh, I can't wait to buy this car. That's gonna satisfy me. And I was on that hedonistic treadmill, which, once you're on it, it seems like it's never ending. And now I'm in Thailand. Yes, I may not have as much financial success as I did before, but I can guarantee that I'm 10 times more happier. I get to wake up in one of the most beautiful areas on earth, and I'm just thankful every day to be here. So yeah, money isn't everything. Um, as Ty Lopez says, you should focus on wealth, health, relationships, and happiness. These are the four pillars, four foundations that you should focus on. And do I have any other lessons from that? Yeah, the final one would be it's okay to fail, as long as you analyze why you failed, how you failed, and what lessons did you learn from that failure. It's just like if you lose a boxing fight, you can either look at it as a complete defeat, or you can analyze how you lost that boxing fight and how you can perform better in your next fight so that you hopefully get a win, or you do get a win. So yeah, this is Nathan Corey checking out. I hope you enjoyed this little story. I'm more than happy to share any of my stories on this channel. I like to keep it authentic. I like to keep it realistic, because if you know me in person, that's what I'm like. So yeah, this isn't going to be a fancy channel. This is just going to be me documenting my journey as a coach, giving my insights as someone who's been through quite a lot. I'd say I've lived in many countries, traveled the world. Yeah, I've had quite a lot of experiences in my life, and if you're a young guy watching this or you're a teenager, hopefully I can help make an impact, a positive impact on your life. You can learn from me, learn from learn from the mistakes that I made, and you can shave some time off that. So yeah, the, of course life is about making mistakes and learning from them, but even better is to learn from others' mistakes so that you don't commit them yourself. A good example would be divorce. Like, nobody should go through a harsh divorce, that is maybe a marriage that has lasted 10 years and then goes through a rocky divorce. Nobody should go through that. That's why it's very important to pick the right partner. So yeah, we'll leave it at there. And as I said, more than happy to share, and peace.